truck, ride the tail off. Had to get a new butler, 4 new mates, clean my house. Get my mom and my daddy on day one.
From the WNBA Swish player profiles, I am here with Issy Palmer from the University of Utah, one of the best schools in the country right now, ranked wise. So how's that feel?
It feels pretty good. I think everyone in our program's excited to finally get some national recognition. I know there's still a long way to go, and we're not cemented there yet, but I think it's pretty exciting to know that we're recognized. They're up among some of the top programs in the country, so it's pretty cool.
How do you keep from feeling the pressure from being, having the 11th or whatever rank on you?
I think what's pretty cool about our program is you have scorers, the whole starting 5, all down your bench. Like, we could all go off anytime. So it's not like there's pressure on one player to, drop 40, have triple doubles. Like, it's on all of our backs, and we just trust in the system. So, if you focus on the system itself, don't try and go rogue or wave away from that. We can be pretty successful as long as you work hard in the system and, all buy in as teammates, which I think is why we're so successful, because we all just buy into the same program.
Play it game by game, and once you're into the tournament, I don't care what anybody's ranked, everybody's even, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
What made you first fall in love with basketball?
My dad played. No, some of my family members did, but it wasn't really forced upon me. It was just, I liked the aggressive nature of basketball, that you could be you could play if you're agile, fast, that you could shoot. There's a game called netball back home. You can't dribble the ball. You're restricted to certain areas. There's only 2 shooters on the court, and that's what all the little girls back home played. And I didn't want a bar of it. So I think basketball really encompasses a lot of different skills, and no matter what type of athlete you are, you can just fit into the game. So I think that's why it's really exciting and fun to play in for me.
Well, you said it wasn't like widespread back home. So did you look up to anybody besides like family? Liz Cambasia, Brondello, Penny Taylor, anything
actually, like that? Leilani Mitchell, her wife is from where I'm from, and she went to Utah herself. She was an Australian Opal, played the WNBA, so I kind of looked up to her. She's a little small, savvy point guard. Obviously she's shorter, but she really utilized her speed and just her basketball IQ. So when I was coming through and really started taking basketball seriously, I watched her game. I mean, the likes of Sue Bird, they're just a really crafty point guards, really fun to watch, but also like Penny Taylor and some of the Australian players. She played at Phoenix Mercury, who could just knock down that shot, really versatile. So as I grew up, I mean, when I was younger, I'd probably watch more of the men's boys basketball with my brother and my dad. But when I really got into it, I started to look up to more of our the women's game. So it's pretty cool to see how far it's come along.
Oh, I always loved Leilani. She switched a couple teams there, but she was always fast, getting to the rim, kind of made it happen where she was at.
Yeah.
Very adaptable. You switched schools from Texas to Utah. Mm-hmm. What made you do that?
And there was a coaching change, and it was just COVID. I actually went home. I was stuck there for a few months, and I was unsure. I didn't really have any internationals on my team, a different style of play. So I wasn't sure whether I wanted to stay in the US or like go back home, and I thought I'd give it another crack. And that's what I just kind of entered the portal, came here. There was 9 internationals at the time on the team. So I felt a bit more at home. And just the style of play is more like the FIBA style. So the fast pace, up and running, shooting the ball, it was more of the system that I usually played in on my international team. So it was pretty fun to transition.
Campus in Salt Lake City, the town around there, do you get out and about much? What is there to do? What do you like?
I mean, once we're in conference play now and we're right in the thick of it, there's not much going out and about. I mean, Salt Lake's a great city to, go have something to eat, go hang. We go to the movies quite a bit as a team. But we're not doing a whole lot in the season. But when it's summertime, you can go hiking, go to the lakes. You can honestly, there's something for everyone here. It's a good mix of the city and the outdoors lifestyle, which I love about Salt Lake itself. But yeah, while we're in the thick of the season, honestly, it's school. I mean, we're out of school right now, but practice and try and get a few naps in there.
Is campus, is everything laid out pretty close together?
Our freshmen, 3 of them live on campus in the dorms, and that's literally 20 steps from our basketball facility. And then the rest of us live in houses together off campus, which is pretty cool. So it has like homey feel to go back to. And our classes, me personally, the business building is like 100, 200 meters just down the hill. And so everything's really in a small radius for me. So it's pretty accessible. And campus is big itself, but I'm not really walking around all the time. It's pretty compact and close where I have to go.
What are you studying to do, or what are you aiming to do after you graduate?
I don't know what I want to do specifically, but I'm majoring in business marketing. I just like, talking to people. I feel like I'm a very personable and just mixing with people, having good conversations. And so I just wanted to be in the business industry somewhere. I wasn't one of those people who went into college with like, this is like, this is what I'm going to do. I don't really have a rigid plan, but I want to end up in some business field, potentially in the sporting industry, just to stay around it. And yeah, like that's where what I'm aiming to do.
We got some good spots for Australian players in the WNBA. Hopefully some expansion teams coming up.
Yeah, that'd be good.
With your game, what are you most proud of, and what do you think you need to work on?
I like facilitating. I think I'm a bit of a scoring point guard, but I do like to get my teammates open. So, I attack the rim, and as soon as that's taken away from me and, people might sag in a little bit, I just like to find my shooters. And I think Anesh, our other point guard, she brought it up the other day, is when you give an assist, that's a basket for both of you guys. It makes two people happy. And honestly, giving people assists is kind of gives you like a little bit of a rush. So I like facilitating, just playing fast pace. I like getting it out in transition and, trying to beat the opponents down the court before they get set. It's pretty fun for me, I guess. And then if that gets taken away, just hitting the open shooter. I'd say I just probably focus on being a bit more consistent. Sometimes I might run in for a rebound, I might do this, and other possessions I won't. And just, sometimes I'm a pretty vocal leader, but sometimes that drops off. So just being more consistent with that, I'd say something I have to work on.
What is a fun fact about you people may not realize? It could be a hobby, a biographical thing, something you enjoy doing, anything. I
enjoy reading. I'm also big into I'm really into history. It's really random, but when I get stuck on a topic or learning about something, I have to go research it and then read up on it. I don't know, that's just something I've realized I've done. When people have asked me this question, I really had to think about it. But I'm really into history and just facts and stats and reading. I'm a bit of a nerd that way. But yeah, reading, it could be fictional, some fact books, whatever it is. If it's a good book, I'm into it. So
on the internet, research the true story and all the people.
I'm the same that way.
Me. So I totally get that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll wrap it up there. It's just a quick player profile thing. Issy Palmer, we wanted to thank you for joining us, and make sure that y'all go for a deep run. You can do it. Everybody's even in the tournament.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you in the future.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.